Yoga with Tess. Beginning lying on your back. Take 5 to 10 deep, steady breaths. Letting your belly rise and fall. Coming into your practice, leaving everything that came before, that's coming after, leaving it aside. Drawing a metaphorical shower curtain around your space, creating a space for yourself that's supportive, that's energizing, that's easeful. Slow, steady breaths. On an inhale, drawing the right knee into the chest, extending through the left leg, keeping the eyes closed if you can. 3 slow, steady breaths, interlacing the fingers, maybe including the thumb, maybe deciding to make this a little bit more energetic and lifting the head, tucking the chin into the throat. Slow, steady breath. Next, inhale, reaching the leg up towards the ceiling, interlacing the fingers behind the back, reaching the shin towards the head, reaching the back of the right thigh away from the head. Feeling the lengthening on that right side body, rotating the ankle one way for an inhale, rotating the ankle the other way on your exhale. Inhale, draw the knee back into the chest, interlacing the fingers. And on your exhale, let that right knee come over to the left, coming into a twist. Left hand comes to the outside, top of the leg. Right arm comes out to T. 3 slow, steady breaths. Just warming up the body with a twist. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, switch the legs. Hugging the left leg in, interlacing the fingers, maybe interlacing them the opposite way. Shoulders down and back. 3 steady breaths, reaching out through that right heel. On an inhale, reaching that left leg up towards the ceiling, interlacing the finger behind the back of the thigh. Pressing the back of the thigh away from the head, reaching the shin towards the head, finding length in that compressed left hip. Inhale, rotate the ankle one way. Exhale, rotate the ankle the other way, moving with your own breath's pace. Inhale, hug the knee into the body. Slow, steady inhale. On an exhale, twisting the leg over towards the left. Left palm face up, keeping the eyes closed if you can. Staying with your practice, just becoming familiar and comfortable on your mat. Melting into the twist, never moving into space of pain. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, bring both legs in. Just draw that right knee in. Lift the head, tuck the chin, hug the knees into the body. Crossing the ankles, rock forward and back, coming to your seated position. Keeping the eyes closed this entire time if you can. The hips are feeling tight, you can always sit up on a block. Shoulders down and back. Find your steady breath. Pressing through your sitting bones, drawing them towards each other, lifting the pelvic floor, engaging Mula Bandha. Lower belly in, navel in and up. Shoulder blades back and down. Ears back, chin tucked slightly. Breathing your Ujjayi breath in and out through the nose, across the back of the throat. Hollowing out the throat like you would to fog a mirror or to yawn. Maybe becoming aware of that pause between your inhales and exhales. Maybe coming back to that point if your mind starts to wander away from your practice. Gently tucking the chin into the throat, letting the head fall forward. Gently blinking open the eyes, taking in your legs in the mat. Inhale, lift the head, softening the gaze at one point. Exhale, find find your posture, find your Ujjayi breath. Inhale, bringing the arms around and up, palms to touch. Your gaze may come up. Exhale, twisting to your right. Open up the chest, keeping the sitting bones in one line, twisting from that middle back, taking the extra breath here. When you're empty, on an inhale, reaching the arms up, your gaze may come up. Exhale, twisting to your left, finding one point for your gaze, shoulders back and down, drawing them away from the ears. Slow, steady breath. When you're empty, inhale, coming back to center. Exhale the hands to your heart center, switching the legs, the different leg in front. This hurts the knees, skipping this switch. Inhale, let's bring the arms back around and up. Exhale, reaching to the right, across the side of the head, gazing up into the inner left elbow, drawing the shoulder blades away from each other, making sure that right shoulder doesn't come up by the ear. Inhale, come back up to center, reaching up. Maybe your gaze comes up. Exhale, coming over to your left. Taking as much time in these postures as your body wants you to. Slow, steady breathing, whichever posture you're in. Inhale, come back up to center. Exhale, reaching forward across the front of the body, opening up the chest, hands come down onto the mat. Slow, steady breath. From this posture, coming onto your hands and knees, maybe rolling over the knees, maybe coming to the side of the body, bringing the legs around, opening up the fingers wide, moving into our cat-cow sequence, taking 3 steady breaths as we move through our cat-cow. On an exhale, rounding through the back, tucking the chin, pressing through the tops of the feet and shins. On an inhale, filling up slow and steady, arching through the upper back, keeping the elbows straight but soft, arching through the back, filling up slow and steady. When you're full, exhaling, rounding through that lower back, pressing through the shins and the tops of the feet. You never want to press through the outside heel of the hand. You want to press through that thumb and pointer finger, giving the wrists a break, using the whole arm here as you make sure those inner elbows face towards the top of your mat. Slow, steady breath, really trying to find that space. Some days this is going to be easy. Some days it's going to feel stiff. After your next exhale, after your next cat, meeting in your neutral tabletop. On an inhale, reach the right arm and the left leg away from each other, pressing through the top of the foot, the shin, that right leg, just lengthening out, lengthening the spine. Let's take 2 more breaths here. Trying to find stillness and ease. Inhale here, exhale tabletop. Next inhale, reaching the left arm and the right heel away from each other. Belly is in, reaching that left hip back so it's in line with the right. Shoulders back and down, pressing through the shin and the hand that's supporting you. Neck is long, gazing just beyond the edge of the mat. Beautiful. Inhale here, exhale tabletop. Inhale, looking between your thumbs. Exhale, step the right foot between the hands, coming into a low supported lunge. You can always use your 2 blocks here. You can always decide to tuck your left toes and lift your left knee, coming into a full low lunge. Your practice, your experience. From here, making sure that your right knee doesn't pass your right toes. Inhale, the arms around and up. Your gaze may come up. Slow, steady breath. Lightening up on the right toes, relaxing your forehead and jaw. Inhaling here, exhale, twisting to your right. Shoulder blades down and back. Slow, steady breath, lengthening on your inhales, deepening your twist on your exhales. Inhale, coming back to center, lengthening up. Exhale with control, hands frame the front foot. You can move the blocks to a lower level, take them away, or use them at the highest level. Inhale, straighten that right leg. Flexing through the right foot. You can take the blocks back with you. You can stay just like Carissa. Breathing into that right hamstring. Inhale, come back to your low supported lunge or your low lunge if you decided to tuck your back toes and lift your back knee. Press through the left hand. Inhale, open up to the right, gentle twist. Drawing that right shoulder blade under. That right hand might be on the mat, might be on a lower level of the block. Coming back to center, hands frame the front foot, step back to your tabletop. Moving with your breath. Inhale, look between the thumbs. Exhale, step the left foot between the hands. Inhale, the arms are round and up, palms to touch. Exhaling here, slow, steady breath. Inhaling here, exhale, twisting to your left. Shoulders down and back. Having your gaze follow your twist. Inhale, back to center, reaching the arms up. Exhale, the hands frame the front foot. Inhale, straighten the front leg. Exhale, hinging across the leg. Slow, steady breath. Inhale, come back to your low lunge. Exhale, ground down into that right hand. Inhale, open up towards the left. Gentle twist. Shoulder blades down and back. Listening to your body. Let's bring the left hand down to frame the front foot. Step back to your tabletop. Inhale, look between the thumbs. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, float forward to plank, finding the distance you want between your hands and feet. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, float forward to plank. Maybe you drop your knees for your breath, feeling a little bit less strong today. Exhale, downward facing dog. Moving around in your down dog as much as you need to here, bending the knees, shifting the hips side to side. Inhale, look between your thumbs. Exhale, step, walk the feet between the hands. Inhale to your flat back. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, the arms are round and up, palms to touch. Exhale, the hands are round to your heart center, finding your Tadasana. Bring the hands behind the back, interlace the fingers. Inhale, reach the fists away from the head, open up the shoulders. Try not to arch through your lower back. Next, inhale, release the hands, bring the arms around and up, palms to touch. Gaze might come up, exhale, swan dive forward, Uttanasana. Softening the knees, gazing down the nose. Inhale to your flat back. Using your arms here, lengthen the spine. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, the arms are round and up, palms to touch. Exhale, the hands are round to your heart center. Inhale, bring the arms around and up, palms to touch. Exhale, reach over to the right, interlacing the finger, release the pointer finger. Slow, steady breath, keeping the hips and shoulders square. Slow, steady breath. Inhale, come back up to center. Exhale, reaching towards your left. Inhale, come back up to center, releasing the bind with the hands. Exhale, swan dive forward. Inhale to your flat back. Exhale, hands frame the feet. Step the right foot back. Find your low lunge. Open up the chest. Inhale, step the left foot back, finding your plank. Lower your knees down. Exhale, lower to your bellies. Elbows in. Tops of the feet on the mat. Inhale to your baby cobra. Lifting the chest with the muscles of the back, not clenching the butt cheeks. On an exhale, lower the chin down. Press through the hands, press through the knees. Supported plank, downward facing dog. Slow, steady breath. Inhale, look between the thumbs. Exhale, walk the feet between the hands. Inhale to your flat back. Exhale, hands frame the feet. Step the left foot back, finding your low lunge. Opening up the front, that left hip. Inhale, step the right foot back, finding your plank. Maybe you drop your knees, maybe not. Exhale, lower to your belly, lower chaturanga. Inhale to your back bend, opening up the chest, baby cobra. You can always straighten the arms here, coming into up dog, lifting the thighs off the mat. Exhale, downward facing dog. Always willing to drop your knees, coming through the posture. Inhale, look between the thumbs. Exhale, step or walk the feet between the hands. Inhale, the arms are round and up, palms to touch. Exhale, step the right foot back, coming into your triangle posture. Inhale, reach away from the back of your mat. Exhale, pivot the arms, triangle. Slow, steady breath. Drawing that left shoulder blade under. Inhale, come back up to center. Exhale, bend through the left knee. Working to square off the hips, keeping the left knee over the ankle. Gaze is steady over the left fingertips. Inhale, straighten the left leg, pivot on the left heel, coming to the other side. Pivot on the right heel, 90 degrees. Inhale, reach away from the front of your mat. Exhale, pivot the arms, triangle posture. Arms in one line, reaching out of that right hip. Inhale, come back up to center. Exhale, bend through the front knee. Working to square off your hips, shoulders are back and down. Inhale, straighten the right knee. Exhale, pivot on the heels, coming all the way to stand at the top of your mat. Inhale, reach the arms around and up, palms to touch. Exhale, hinging from the hips, fold forward. Inhale to your flat back. Exhale, hands frame the feet, step the right foot back, finding your low lunge. Inhale, straighten the left leg, finding your triangle forward bend. Opening up the chest, your hands can come to 2 blocks here. Slow, steady breath. Squaring off the hips, gaze is steady. Inhale, walking the hands out, lifting the left leg up. Supported warrior 3. You can stay on the blocks, you can bring your hands to your waist. Keep your hips square, keep pressing through that left foot. Reaching up out of that left hip, find the tippy top inner left thigh. Walk the hands back, find your low lunge. Nice. Step the back foot forward. Inhale to your flat back. Exhale, step the left foot back. Straightening the front leg, find your triangle forward bend. Slow, steady breath. Hips are square. Inhale, walk the hands up, finding your supported warrior 3. Trying to take 3 steady breaths, so not letting me rush you or slow you down at any point of your practice. Creating your own experience on your mat. Engaging that right foot, reaching out through the lifted left heel. Finding your low lunge. Moving the blocks to the side. Inhale, step back to plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. Slow, steady breath. Coming to your child's pose. Big toes together, knees apart. Breathing into your hips, reaching the crown of the head away from your sitting bones, reaching your sitting bones towards your heels. Coming to your seated position. Crossing the ankles, rolling over the shins, or maybe just coming to the side, bringing the legs through. From here, legs extend straight. Inhale, bend the right knee. Exhale, cross it over the left leg. Opening up the hips here, hands come behind the back, slide the left leg in. Slow, steady breath. Gaze is steady, keeping your mind steady perhaps. Relaxing into the posture, finding your edge. Pressing through the hands, inhale, lift the hips up, reaching them towards the ceiling. Open up the chest, one more steady breath, and lower the hips down. Let's switch the legs. Extend through the left leg, draw the right knee up, extending it down, bending the left knee, crossing it over the right. Sliding the right leg in, breathing into that left hip. Thinking about reaching the crown of the head up, coming onto the middle of your sitting bones, finding that same Tadasana alignment we have when we're standing, even here seated. On an inhale, reaching the hips up towards the ceiling, pressing through the right foot, reaching the crown of the head away from the sitting bones. Beautiful. Inhale here, exhale, lower down, extend the legs in front of you. Inhale, reach the arms around and up. Exhale, hinging forward. You can use a strap here. You can slide your hands along the mat. Slow, steady breath. Inhale, lift the gaze, coming off. Exhale, open the legs up, wide angle. Inhale, lengthen, maybe you keep the hands behind you. Exhale, hinge forward, maybe you bring the arms in front. 2 more steady breaths, taking more breaths if your practice calls for it today. Inhale, come up. Exhale, bring the legs together, maybe scoot up towards the top of your mat. We're going to come to lay back down on our backs. Inhale, lengthen here. Exhale, navel in, rolling down onto your back. Coming into a bridge posture, we're going to hold this for 5 breaths. Press through the feet, walk the feet closer to the seat. Inhale, lift the hips up. Opening up the chest, interlace your fingers underneath the butt, reaching the sternum towards the chin. Lift those hips up, press through the feet, lifting with your hamstrings. You might poke up at your butt to make sure it's not clenched. Keeping a space behind the neck, slow, steady breath. Belly is in, we don't want to clench around the butt cheeks. Inhaling here. Exhale, remove the arms, come up on the toes, lower vertebra by vertebra. Inhale, hug the knees into the chest. Exhale, open the arms out to T, let the knees fall over to the right. Gaze might be towards the left, you might have a block under the outside of the right thigh if the twist feels too aggressive. No pain here, palms face up, melting into the twist. Navel in to protect the back. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, lets the legs twist towards the left. Melting into the twist. Inhale, back to center. Placing your feet on the mat, knees are bent, lift your hips, take your block, place it underneath your tailbone. And extend the legs up towards the ceiling. Palms face up, the legs should just hover here. Taking your 5 steady breaths here. Palms face up. Maybe you begin to close your eyes, staying present with your practice even as we come to its conclusion, even as we begin to slow down. No longer engaging your bandhas, letting your belly rise and fall with your breath. Your legs may begin to sway, keeping that shower curtain around your mat just for a couple more minutes. If your feet begin to fall asleep, bring them down. If your mind begins to wander, you can't not engage those random thoughts or feelings, maybe just notice your breath. The sound of your breath, the feel of your breath, maybe counting the lengths of your breath. Bending your knees when you're ready, placing your feet on the mat, lifting your hips, removing the block, rolling down, and then coming one leg at a time, extending towards the front of your mat, coming into your final posture, Shavasana. Doing any posture that I may have left out that you want as part of your practice, doing that now before your final posture. And when you're ready, melting onto the mat, scanning the body with your breath, releasing any tension you find anywhere. Letting your belly rise and fall, releasing your forehead and jaw, maybe rolling your shoulder blades underneath you. Trying to be in that space between your thoughts. Giving yourself at least 10 breaths in your Shavasana. 10 breaths with your breath, nothing else engaged in your mind. Reaping the benefit of your practice here as you allow yourself to become more familiar with this new state. With this new state of your body, of your mind, setting yourself up for the rest of your day or night. Ding. 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 Beginning to invite small movements into your body, deepening your breath. On an inhale, reaching the arms alongside the head in a reviving stretch. On an exhale, bending one knee at a time into the body and rolling into a fetal position on the right side. Using the right arm as a pillow, the left arm can stay alongside the head or hug around the legs or waist. Almost turning your torso, chest face down onto the mat or floor. Gently press yourself up to your seated position, that same seated position we had towards the beginning of our class. Hands palm face down on your thigh or on your knees, palms face up if you want to feel a little bit lighter. Staying here for as long as you'd like. Thank you for sharing your practice this morning. Bringing your hands to your heart center if that's in your practice. As we honor our efforts, our intentions, and each other, we say Namaste.